Well, there's a day and a half of messing around with this fitting right there. Before, when I pumped up the pressure tank and then turned off the power to the pump, you'd have water spraying all over the place. Well, first it was not much of a leak, and then it became a big leak, and then it became an even bigger leak. So I spent a lot of last night not sleeping too well, wondering if I'd managed to crack the cast iron of the pump. It's easy to crack a cast iron shell if you let the piece that you're screwing into it expand it too much. That's why it was important for me to get the rust out of those threads. But the rust is out. This fitting's now in place, and I can now get rid of this gross mess down here, which is where I'd been catching water. Well, friends, I'll bet you can't guess what I'm going to do now. I'm going to get underneath the truck. Yeah, that's right, back underneath this truck. I spent a lot of time over the past several weeks trying to repair this hydraulic unit, and unfortunately none of the parts that I need are actually available anymore. The electric motor doesn't match up to the hydraulic unit. The bushings that are inside the motor aren't available. So rather than continue going down the path of spending a lot of time, not a lot of money, but a whole lot of time looking for these parts, I'm just going to replace the entire unit. Yep, that's right. I'm going to replace the unit right over there. I found an aftermarket hydraulic unit that should fit in the same spot. I may have to build an adapter, but now all I need to do is disconnect this unit, plug the other one in, and then I'll be able to get on with other things. Wish me luck. Now it's time to pull that unit out. I'll only have to disconnect a few screws, a few bolts, and it should be ready to be ditched. Unfortunately, this unit has to come out on an angle. That just makes it to be a pain in the neck. But I think I can make it come out now. Now pull all the way out. There's the electrical wires. Get them out of the way. Now what has to come off this pump now is I need to break this fitting loose here. I already got this one loose right there, which is the universal. It gives some pivot for the hydraulic hose coming in. Ooh, and I'm not sure I'm going to reuse that hydraulic hose. I think I have to, but anyway, so I need to get that nut broken loose, pull this right angle out, and pull the return line off this pump. Then I'll be ready to try swapping the other one in. Hopefully it's going to be a pretty easy job. I don't think so though. Nothing's been easy on this job. Well, as you can see, the power unit is out from underneath the truck. I have all the fittings off that I need to take off. Now I need to check the size of the new power unit and see if it's going to fit in the spot. I think it will. But first I have to go get some of this grease off me and start dealing with the new unit.